Started out today, April the 3rd, wanting to sell failure to take out 87.5, which is this number right here. And we wanted to buy first 80 to 82 and then 75 to 77. And you can see the market did fail to take out 87.50. We got a little triple top here, our retest failure. You could have been short at 85. And the market eventually trades down to 75.50. A huge trade. Obviously, you could have gotten out of that trade before that. And our buy off the 80.82 area, you would have been long in the 81.50 area right here. You took out that bar's high, got another retest failure. You would have reversed. When you took out that low, you were short at 82. And the market continued to trade down. So our assessment of the market was based on the fact that tomorrow's non-farm payroll numbers would hold the market and that we would have a trading range day bounded by 87.50 to 90 and supported somewhere between 75 and 80, and that's exactly what happened. So glad to see that worked out so well for us. When we take a look at the longer term time frame, there really isn't a lot of magic in calling tomorrow's trade. The market will be dependent upon tomorrow's non-farm payroll news. And if you know that news, you have the trade right now, and if you want to take advantage of it, you would position accordingly this afternoon while you had the liquidity. And you can see right here on the F1 screen, which is our cap flow screen, that we've got a higher low. Actually, it's an outside day. We've got an outside day, and that usually means trading range. So based on that, in the overnight session, we're going to be looking to sell failure to take out 83.85. Have this up here right now. We'll be selling failure to take out 83.85. I think we've got ourselves a sideways market, but my guess is no matter what the news is tomorrow, this market is headed for 1900 after the news sorts out tomorrow. If the news is worse than stated, the Fed can't continue to taper. If the news is better than expected for the indexes, revenues and earnings are going to take off. The economy is going to grow in the second quarter by stock. So we'll have our buy area once again will be in 75, 77, 70 to 72. But my guess is we're looking at a 75, 83 market in the overnight session, and it should trade that way. Okay, the note and the bond will be like all the other markets. If you know tomorrow's news, you've got the trade. There just isn't a lot to say about it. Today was a sideways day. We expected to find selling 123 even to 123.04, and we expected originally to find buying 20 to 24. We raised that to 24.28 with a buy recommendation of 25.29. And you do have to make these adjustments. You know, just because you think the market's going to trade to a particular level, it doesn't mean that it will. We're pretty good at doing that. The reason we're pretty good at doing that is we're in the fishbowl, and we have to make our calls in front of the world, so to speak. And if we aren't making the right calls, we lose our clientele pretty quickly. And that's kind of a self-policing situation to be in. People who live in glass houses shouldn't, so to speak. Okay, right now you can see almost an inside day, so good enough. Trading range, that's what we expected for today. Given tomorrow's news, that's what we've got. And if you know tomorrow's news, you're in business. You put that trade on this afternoon. Looking at the F2 screen, you had multiple opportunities to sell 31s to 03, which was the recommendation. Right off the bat in Y period, you could have sold 31s. The market made it up to 123. We had hoped to buy the 25-21 area down here. We moved that up to 25 to 29, and that's where we're going to leave it for the overnight session, and then we'll make 17 to 21 for buy too. Don't think we can get down there unless the news is broadly leaked. Now, that news will be passed out this afternoon after 4 p.m. to important government departments, secretary heads of departments, etc. There's about 105 people that get, according to one of the reports I read, that get that information, and that can be leaked, although usually it's not. Everybody thinks that it is leaked. If you want to know if it's leaked, look at the gold market in the morning. So this morning we had this 31 sell to 03. The high is 03. You had multiple opportunities to sell this area up here, and you had 3 or 4 opportunities to buy the 28, 29 area. So we did a pretty good job of calling the market. We're going to sell failure to take out 23. Got this high volume number. We'll make it 23, 24 to 2304, and we'll leave our buy at 25 to 29, and really don't expect much out of the overnight session. It should be pretty quiet with pretty low volumes. Okay, gold this morning we wanted to buy 80, 82, sell 90, 88 to 90. That seems reasonable right now once again for the trade. Pretty much what happened today. Pretty good call when all's said and done, especially as you had it in your hands before the fact. If we've got a non-farm payroll number, gold should sell, economy stronger, tax revenues higher, less need to print money. If we get a number that's less than forecast, less than the 200,000, then we should see gold rally. Tax revenues lower, government printing more money. At a high at 12, we had a 3 to 7, then a 31 to 03, then a 7 to 11 sell, and we had a 12. So the market got all the way up there. So we'll make selling failure to take out 8 to 12, which I think probably is what we'll look at. And buy 1, we'll make, let's rotate down, was 04. We're at 06, so we'll buy 29s to 01s and 21 to 25. Okay, looking at crude. Again, it's hard to know what's making crude rally right now, and the market sells. Less talk of war when the market rallies. Maybe the war is heating back up again. I don't know. It's kind of choppy right now, but we're able to trade pretty well. We've had this area right here. This was the area that really looked like probably the best sell. So here we are. So we'll make 150, 75, sell 1 on the assumption go a little higher in the overnight, and then 101, 101, 25 for sell 2. I don't have an explanation for why we're higher today. Last rotate down stopped at 83, so we'll make 50 to 75, buy 1, and we'll be back to our buy area this morning, which was 99, 99 and a quarter. And that produced a great trade. We also wanted to sell against 100, and that produced a pretty good trade early in the session. And then when it broke out on F period, it went up. Didn't quite get to our second sell zone, which is 100, quarter, 150. So trading should have been out of the way early in the morning. Okay, usually after the euro gets whacked, the next day is a consolidation day. Draghi didn't say anything that was any different. Just said that they were concerned about deflation and the economy, and the rest of it. Didn't see that they had to do anything today, but if they had to do something, they would. And that's central bank talk for don't worry, you're in good hands, or something like that. So my guess is we're probably going to look at a little consolidation, maybe come back up and see where resistance really lies. Usually when you have a strong down day like this, the next day will come up. This is stage 1. Stage 2 finds a price that cuts off the buying. The market will come back up and find out where resistance really is. So we have a couple of choices right here. We've got this 37.25 area. We've got the 37.40. We've got the 37.50. So 25 to 50, somewhere in there is resistance. So we'll make the first sell 25 to 35, and we'll make the second sell 50 to 60. Let them get stops above that. On the buy side, we'll make it 90 to the buck. That's very, very aggressive, but what allows us to do that is tomorrow's non-farm payroll numbers, which is a big number, which usually freezes the market. If we didn't have non-farm payroll tomorrow, I'd be trying to buy the 75 area. I wouldn't be trying to buy the buck, and that's putting things into context. Okay, that's all I have right now. Tomorrow's a news day trade. If you know the news, you have the trade. It'll be that same way in the morning.